Hey y'all, it's Jo. So, JoJo finally has a FO in the house, and that would be from this book, The Little Happy Circus. Yes, I finally finished my horse. I really like this book. I don't know if I am going to make another Amy out of this book or not, because there's so many more on my list that I want to make. But if I did, it would probably be this elephant. I think the elephant's just so precious. Let me find a better picture. This one. Isn't that just so sweet? Maybe it reminds me of my youngest son. He was a huge Dumbo fan, and I just think that elephant is so sweet. I know my friend Lynette loves it too. So that's with Charm Grammy Crochet. Y'all know her. She loves elephants. And there's another one in here that I really like. But wait, I think this is really cute. Side note. They have popcorn. Oh, yeah. That'd be fun to make those and then string them up on your tree for garland, maybe. That would be cute. Okay, so this walrus is really cute too, but that's not what I was thinking about. There was something in here that just kind of brings back the nostalgia of the old-timey magicians, and that's the rabbit in the hat. And yeah, I think I would either make the elephant or the rabbit in the hat just for prosperity's sake. I just think it's adorable. You know what else I'm wondering? I wonder if that hat is actually like a regular size hat, like you can wear, you know? Make a little top hat. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see if I do it or not. But this is the one I did. Shiny Miss Horse, it's called. And Caroline at For the Love of Crochet was showing this book one day, and she made the bear, and she said she was going to make the horse, so that really inspired me. I wanted to make a horse. Been wanting to make one for a couple of years now, because of the little Bronco that I bought. And it is, the color of it is called Area 51, and it's like this bluish gray. So I was looking in Hobby Lobby one day, and all the other I Love This yarns, I have lots of them. The blues and the grays, they're either gray or they're blue. And it's, couldn't find the right shade, because I think the car color is more grayish than blue, but it's definitely got that blue tinge to it, shading, or what do you call it with colors? Not shading, saturation? No. What's the word I'm looking for? Anyway, so it's definitely got that more grayish look to it. And let's see if this is picking up. That's a bright light I got on this. So, in my last video, I already showed y'all I had some parts made. This is Soft and Sleek, low pill fiber. It's a size 4. And by Yarn Bee. And I was looking for the colorway. Crisp Air is the colorway. So I also got this color. I wanted to use the same kind of yarn. I really wanted a like more brighter purple, but this is the same yarn, so I got the purple that they had in it, and it's called Purple Haze, so that's fine. I was fine with that. I'm easy. And let me show y'all the finished product. Ready? I'm gonna do this Caroline style. Ready, and there we go. Maybe I got it right that time. And that's how you show an Amy Caroline style. You'll see on her videos. Yeah, so I finally got Bucky made. So here's the tail. I braided it in the back. I think the tail might be a little high, but anyway, it's okay. And you know, you see her little hairdo? I think she's just got that popular wolf cut. So, you know, it's kind of like shaggy-ish. She's got a little twist right here in her bangs. She wanted to wear a twist like me. So I put a little twist in her bangs. There's her little eyes. Yes, I did make her eyes. You know, I had to make her eyes. And she's got cute little ears, her little body. She's a little bottom heavy. She makes the rockin' world go round, right? So there is Bucky. She matches my Bronco. I went and took some pictures of her in it. You know, I had to. And sitting on top of it, she was having a modeling day, just posing for all the pictures. She even had to show her backside. So let me tell you about Little Happy Circus. This is by Tyne, what is it? Tyne Nielsen. And I'm saying Tyne because it's T-I-N-E. So I don't know exactly how it's pronounced. But there's, you can find, I didn't even look this up, but inside the cover, you know, info page, they have a website called littlehappycircus.dk. And I was on Zoom one night with the girls and I'm like, DK? I'm like, that must be like Denmark or something. And sure enough it was, because Elaine looked it up. You know, she's got all the info. And so she's from Denmark. Well, I kind of knew that she wasn't like from here. There's a couple of things, the way she writes her patterns are a little different. Like for instance, when you want to do an increase, which is 2 single crochets in 1 stitch, she has in parentheses a number 2, I guess I'll write this on the screen, a number 2, a small letter I, and a number 1, and close parenthesis. And that's the way she writes in her patterns when you have to do an increase. And I was very confused at first, but you know, logic kind of took over and I figured it out. So then I knew when I saw something else different, oh, this must be the decrease. And so her decrease is written as the number 2, 2 of these like greater than, and a number 1. So that threw me off too, but I figured, oh, this has got to be a decrease, you know? So I went with it. And sure enough, it is. But she probably has that explained somewhere in the front under abbreviations. And you know, now I'm thinking about it, I should have even looked for that, but I could figure it out. But other than that, I think the pattern was pretty good. It came out adorable. I think it's darling. Now you can see I did not do the halter or the feather plume thing. Let me find that picture again. The plume at the top. I'm trying to do this with one hand. Where is that horse picture? Where's the good horse picture? There it is. There's not a lot of pictures in this book. So I do wish that she would have showed more pictures, like exactly where you're putting the mane on, where exactly does the tail go. You can't really tell. The pictures, they could use more pictures. But I did not do the halter or the little thing to hold the feather because my Bucky is a wild Bronco and she's not a shiny show horse. She's wild and free. So there she is in all her glory. And now I still need to work on the P pterodactyl. I really want to finish Apollo. There's so many, I have so many whips, like whips I've been having for years, y'all. And I really want to start finishing some of these up. I promised Elaine when I got done with Bucky, I was gonna finish Apollo, because all I got to do is make his eyes. So that'll probably be what I work on next. But I'm feeling the need for some more quickies. And I know Apollo's eyes are not, even though it's not a huge undertaking, it's still going to be something I'm going to have to concentrate on. So I just may make some more quickies in the meantime. I'm also feeling the need to make another top. So we'll see. We'll see what comes next on the hook. I forgot, I picked something up at Hobby Lobby the other day, and I wanted to show you because I was like, I had no way to take a picture of her standing up all nice and pretty like. So I got this little doll stand, and this kind of opens up and comes around the neck, and so she's got this little stand, and I can take, I don't know, I didn't take any pictures of her in it, but I figure, well, if anything, she can stand up on my shelf and not be falling over or leaned back on something, you know. So I got a little stand for her. I think that was $3.99. Yep, $3.99 at Hobby Lobby. I have an idea to make some stands that wouldn't have this in the back, but this is what I was thinking. Let's go with this, all right? They have these little, sorry if that was loud. They have these little wood round bases, and they're relatively cheap. I think I did pick up a pack of 4 for $4, so they were $1 a piece. And I was thinking if I got like a skewer, like a real thin, I went and looked at the dowels, but they're too thick. Even, you know, the smallest, skinniest dowel they had was too thick. But like a barbecue skewer would be pretty thin. And I was thinking if I got something like that, well, let me just grab this bunny I have right in front of me. If I got something like that, and this sounds terrible, but anyway, this is not real. Does not have feelings. Look at the face. If I set this on there with the dowel, I could stick the dowel through the crochet and it would be in the middle, and then that way you wouldn't have all of this bulk, you know, with something tied around the neck. It would just be, it would be skewered through the dowel, through the barbecue what do you call it? Skewer. Okay, that was my thoughts. Either that or, you know, like some little cheap wooden chopsticks or something. But I'd have to like drill a little hole in the middle of that round wood. And anyway, yeah, mine goes a mile a minute. Now, yeah, and when I see something, I start thinking, well, what can I use this for? And how can I make that work? And and most things don't even come to fruition, but I have ideas. I have a lot of ideas in my brain. So guess what? This is my 100th vlog. So thanks for sticking around. And be blessed. And I'll see you next time. Bye. Okay, so you stayed till the end, so I have a little bit more to show. Not yarn related. I just found this interesting. Something that I thought I'd share with y'all. Anyway, going through things at my mother's house, you know, my parents were very heavy smokers. they both had quit, thank goodness, but at some point in their adult lives. But my mom still always had ashtrays around, and well, her house is near Lake Pontchartrain in Slidell, so she was very affected by Hurricane Katrina that came through in the fall of 2005. Gosh, I had to think about that. So it's been almost 18 years now, and you know, she basically had the swamp in her house up to about a foot over, you know, about a foot down from the ceiling or a foot above the doors. And she you know, she lost a lot. But anyway, this, what I'm trying to get at is she did keep some things around and tried to clean them and, you know, reuse them, but you know, most everything got trashed. But she kept this brass ashtray, and she actually was still smoking then, but she quit about a year after. I think it was probably about a year after, in 2006 sometime, I think she quit. And so she always had this ashtray just sitting on her back porch. Well, we don't smoke, but anyway, it just brought back childhood memories. And I was like, if I can get that cleaned up nice and pretty, I could use it for something like just a little notions dish to, you know, sit around, put little, you know, lay my hook on it, you know, like if it was a cigarette, and just put like stitch markers and yarn needles and stuff in there, just to have handy, a little pair of scissors, something maybe. But so I brought it home, and me and my husband kept scrubbing on it with baking soda. Well, that barely, it did clean it up some, but it still looked horrendous. And I'll put a picture in so you can see. I didn't take a before picture. I wish I would have thought about it, but I didn't. So it was like, ugh, it was still all funky, black, corroded, just dull. And so I'm like, well, duh, search YouTube and find out what other people are doing to clean their brass. And there's quite a few ways, but the one I chose to try, which I think most people really like the most, was basically you boil it in vinegar. So you get a pot, put your item in there, fill it with vinegar, and you boil it. This one channel I watched, he said to boil it for like 3 or 4 minutes and take it out and scrub it with not a Brillo pad, what do you call that? Steel wool. And so this other channel I watched said, well, she boiled hers for 15 minutes. I'm like, okay, so I'll just go somewhere in between these two people. So I did. I boiled it. I stuck it in the pot and I boiled it for 5 minutes. And I took it out and I got the steel wool, which I just had SOS, so it had like the soap and stuff too in it, not just plain steel wool. But so I scrubbed it and it came out much better. And I was like, wow, maybe I should boil it a little again, you know. And I did. I put it back in for another 5 minutes and I boiled it, and then I took it out and I scrubbed it. And it took a lot of elbow grease scrubbing with that steel wool, but it came out and I'm like, oh, this is so pretty. And the one guy said, now if you get that coppery color, he said, just keep scrubbing and it'll soon, keep scrubbing with the steel wool and then you'll get that golden brass color. But I kind of like the coppery color, so this is how it came out. And y'all, I didn't even know that design was on the inside of it. They have these beautiful little birds. And look at all this intricate designs. I just thought it was so pretty. So I'm so glad that I rescued that. This little sticker, I think, says, what's it say? Made in India. So I like this. I may end up trying to boil it a little more and get it shining up a little more. But for now, this is good. So I'm very happy with it. It came out beautiful. So if you have some old brass laying around, boil it in some vinegar and scrub it with some steel wool. Get it shiny. I have another brass thing of hers. It's like these two birds sitting on a branch. So I might try to clean that up too. Some people like the patina of aged brass, but I was ready for something shiny and new. This was so thick and corroded down here. It was like black and thick. You couldn't even tell there was any kind of anything on it. So yeah. Okay, there's my tip for today. That's what she does. I hope that came out right. I might try it again. Oh, I'm messing up her hair. Ready? I'm gonna, ready to see Bucky? And now I will leave you with some images of Bucky taking her first ride in her namesake car, Bucky.